Right, that's right. My Quarren birthday wasn't so bad. Thank you guys for manning the fort without me.
Of course.
But of course, I did my part and came up with today's Quizzitch questions.
Yes. Tell us about today's quiz.
They look great.
Is there a theme?
Today's quiz, well, of course, and I love the title, Andrew, Prisoner of Knowledge. I love that. I think throughout the day we'll find out what it means to be a prisoner of knowledge. The goal is really just to find some questions that I thought were challenging, questions that have stumped me, actually, when we've gone to, say, like the live pub trivias in Chicago. Questions that were hard, but at the same time, not like dumb hard, because like you can like go to any page in a Harry Potter book and be like, oh, this happened. Okay, what's that? So it's still significant moments or characters that we will recognize, a couple of exceptions. But really the other thing then that became fun was planning rounds and do similar questions for each round. So I think it'll be a grand old time.
Cool. A grand old time. Yeah, so again, like previous Quizzitch Lives, this one will have multiple choice questions throughout the entire quiz. You will, for the first round, have 20 seconds to answer. And then for the rest of the game, I think we're going to bump it up to 30 seconds, if I remember to change the timer after the first round. And you will receive 100 points for each correctly answered question. You will not lose points if you incorrectly answer a question. And there is a smattering of questions that are worth 200 points. And I believe the final question is worth 300 points. And at the end of each round, we'll take a break, just a quick break, and look at how everybody is doing. And I will also note there is a new gameplay URL. We sprung for a custom domain. Muggle.live is where you can play the game.
Yes. We clearly had to sacrifice one of our hosts just for that URL.
Yep. Andrew's mortal body. That was the cost.
I'll bring this up just once to not make this about myself. I threw out my back a few days ago, and I'm currently podcasting from the couch, and it's not a very flattering view. So Harry is on camera for me today.
You should really let the viewers make that decision for themselves.
I just want to say this is also how we know the MuggleCasters are getting old.
We're throwing out our backs.
Throwing out our backs.
Problems earlier.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh man,
it is true. I'm taking a picture of my set. How can I post this on the?
Well, Laura, too, especially we were talking yesterday when we were getting some emails for the show, and you brought up the fact that I think a listener wrote in and said she was like 11 or 12, and you're like, oh, that's so nice. The show is older than you are.
Yep. That's always the most shocking thing to me is like, you did not exist when we started the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just unbelievable.
Yep. I love it, but it makes me feel very old.
We'll need to have a special episode on what to do when you throw out your back. And other problems you experience in life.
Yes. Oh man, I'll come prepared. If y'all can let me know how to solve my problems.
Problem by problem.
Mm-hmm.
The new segment on MuggleCast.
Oh, no.
So for anybody wondering, we will begin the game at 11:15 a.m. Eastern. We're just waiting for everybody to join us. It is Sunday after all. Maybe a lot of people turned up in quarantine last night and they're a little hungover. Or they just want to sleep in on a Sunday. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. That's my preference.
And the hope was that we have a few more international listeners participating this time, that we are doing it at 11 a.m.
That's correct.
As opposed to middle of the week, 7 o'clock at night, and it's like past midnight in the UK.
Even in Australia, in Eastern Australia, it's only 1 a.m. right now, which is I think an accessible time for your favorite. But you know who disagrees with us? Jenna Press over at one of our listeners, old time. I actually stayed with her when I was in Australia for MuggleCast Down Under, and she complained that it was 1 a.m. Can't make all the times, and I'm like, well, I'm up till like 3 a.m. every day anyway due to anxiety. So
God,
why not join us? But so if you're Aussie and you're joining us, thank you so much. If you're German, danke, and anywhere in between.
Keep going, Eric. We gotta fill another 9 minutes or so.
If you're Spanish,
merci. If you're Spanish,
that's
gracias.
Spanish. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, gracias. But
Kyle is listening from Holland, where it's 5 p.m. Julia,
from Holland.
Julia's here stateside. JY, it's 11 p.m. where JY is. Helena, who I think is in Australia, says, "Yeah, man, it's 1 a.m."
Yeah,
well,
Helena. Right there.
Great photo.
Helena, you are a machine. I would not be able to do it.
Here's Christine from South Africa, 5 p.m. there. Thank you, everybody, for sharing the times. 5 p.m. where Karen lives. 3 p.m. Monica points out Chicago, where it's 10 a.m. Yes, it is. Can confirm.
Indeed. Shout out to Viana. I don't know if my early previews for this being a challenge round, which we said I think on a previous Slug Club, meant that people were scared, but at Dumbleburn on Twitter said, "Can't wait to Quizzitch Live. I reread the entire series. So excited." Cross his fingers.
Whoa.
Just for Quizzitch Live? No.
That's what the tweet to MuggleCast says.
Also,
oh my goodness.
How?
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks since
It
the
might
last
have
one.
been. It might have been to prepare like indefinitely because we said we were going to do another one.
Yeah. Mhm.
They played the audiobooks at 20x.
Yeah, I wonder what Jim Dale or Stephen Fry sound like at 20x.
Harry, he didn't know. He went to the
Faster than that, even, I bet.
Do an impression. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do like recording this in the morning, though. When we record at night, it just, we're tired after working that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can drink while you do Quizzitch at 7 o'clock at night. Just throwing that out there.
You can drink
Sure.
while you're doing it at 11 o'clock in the morning.
That's true.
Yeah.
We
What's
did talk
stopping
about
you?
that. Didn't
It's
we talk
Sunday-
about that?
Yeah, Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
That's another thing you do when you get into your 20s and 30s. You go out to brunch on Sunday and you have bottomless mimosas, or in this case, have them at home.
Where are they, Andrew?
That's actually why I'm not showing myself, because I'm on the floor
Surrounded by mimosas.
Pat is making you mimosas, isn't he?
No. People are asking about Eric's wall because they're so used to seeing that green wall with the Hogwarts picture. For people who just joined us, Eric, you have moved to the living room.
Yes, that's right. I'm no longer laying down in bed. So fun stuff.
Are those? I wasn't sure. Those boxers? What were they? What a time to
broke
lose
his
your
headphones
headset.
when he stood up.
And Laura totally missed everything that happened.
Yep.
You okay,
Yeah,
Eric?
I'm reading the socials.
I pulled the cable out of my
He got so excited.
my thing, so I'm good. I'm back. But yes, I'm in my living room. This is a new area for people who've tuned in for a long time.
Eric and I didn't even plan it this way.
No.
Now I'm on the couch laying down and he's actually sitting up. So just to remind everybody again, we're going to start in a few minutes. We will be asking 50 multi-choice questions. You will receive 100 points for every correctly answered question. You will not lose points for incorrectly answering a question. There are a couple questions that are worth 200 points, and there is the final question, which is worth 300 points. Oh, the prizes today. I don't even think I may have forgotten to update the post on MuggleCast.com. And we are going to be giving away the top 5 winners will be able to choose an edition of a Harry Potter book that they want. So maybe it's an illustrated edition, a house edition, a foreign edition. Let us know what edition of a Harry Potter book you would like, and we will order it for you up to $50 in value per book. We can't get you a first edition of Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, I was just going to say no first editions.
Unless you can find
copies.
them, from a bookseller or something.
Well, once the books got popular, I think, like books 5 through 7, you can probably easily find those first editions. But yeah, like books 1, 2, and 3, those first editions are hard to come by. I do have them, I'm proud to say, because I got in super early. I guess they're first editions. I should check, come to think of it. Is P and P included in that $50 limit? What would P and P be? Shipping and handling?
Shipping and
Package.
handling, yeah.
Parcel and pricing, or parcel. There's some foreign.
Parcel and post.
Parcel and post. No, that doesn't count towards the.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. The book can be worth up to $50 plus shipping and handling, or parcel and post.
Parcel and post.
See, we're doing this for an
so
international
cute.
audience, so we're getting different descriptions.
Just
Postage and
sounds-
packaging.
Oh. Well-
Oh.
I guess we were kind of close.
We're used to calling it S&H, shipping
Yeah.
and handling.
John Curl says Andrew is probably naked, right? No, I'm not.
No. Trust
Sure.
us.
He has socks on. Trust me, I'm
Well,
watching.
he dropped a photo in the Slack channel.
Oh shit!
You can't see if I'm wearing pants though,
Oh,
so
true.
that's still a mystery.
Mm. You do have a couple of answers pulled up there, so we can't share that photo.
Yeah, yeah, just the first question. No big deal. Eric, do you want to share your screen to get that video ready? Do you have that?
Yeah, I have it ready. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can turn my volume all the way up, because I think that might help. And are we ready to begin?
I was just going to say one other thing is that we do recommend if you have a second screen that you use it just for the trivia itself.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. While you are playing, you will see the question come up on your gamepad before you see it come up on the screen on next to our faces, because there is a little bit of a delay with our stream as it's recorded and then going up to YouTube. So keep an eye on your gamepad. That's where you're going to see the question first. Yeah, Eric, bring it up, and then I'll have to approve it.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Let's see here. Share screen and share audio. Here we go. Okay. Can you guys see the black screen?
Yes, go for it.
All right.
Fudge-intro.
Good evening. As Minister for Magic, it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the final of the 422nd Quizzitch World Cup. Let the match begin.
Whee! All right, so let's get started. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. Sort the following wizards into their Hogwarts houses: Padma Patil, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. Again, these are going to be 20 seconds. We're going to try to go through these quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So have your fingers at the ready.
These should be like a warm-up round, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The correct answer was Ravenclaw.
That's right.
Rubeus Hagrid. Let's hear Southern Hagrid, Micah.
Don't know what you mean.
Micah never does it on command.
I have never heard Southern Hagrid.
Me neither.
Oh man,
So
you
I
got to
need
click
hear
on
this.
over on our Patreon. If you click on chapter readings, which is a hashtag, you can go back and pretty much anything that Micah did has some Hagrid in it. You'll see.
Correct answer was Gryffindor.
Oh, nice.
Nymphadora Tonks is a. Now let's hear your Southern Tonks, Micah.
Watch
You
it,
defer to-
Harry.
let Laura help me out there. Yeah. I'm noticing a trend in these questions,
What?
at least for the first round.
Mhm.
Yeah, the first 10 questions are sort these
Hogwarts House.
characters.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct answer, Hufflepuff. Next, Euan Abercrombie. Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin.
Who is this?
So this is a harder one. Abercrombie Euan is a character named. They're named at their sorting, so McGonagall calls their name.
Euan was a Gryffindor.
That's right. First in the year.
Gilderoy Lockhart's. Which house was this very mean person in?
It's quite embarrassing for me and Laura.
Yep.
That's a hint at all.
I don't think he's a mean person. I think that he's selfish and eccentric.
He's misunderstood.
No, I don't think he's misunderstood. I think he's terrible, but I don't know if mean's the right word.
Lockhart was a claw. Sorry,
was a claw. The claw is law.
Jimmy Peaks.
Who?
Jimmy Peaks. We know Jimmy Peaks. He's in book 6 a lot.
Right.
He made that Peaks iced tea, I believe. Is that what it's called?
He's heir to the Peaks iced tea fortune. Gold Peak.
Gold Peak, thank you. That's a good iced tea. And he was a Gryffindor. Of course, they invent cool stuff like that iced tea. Quirrell. Which house was he in? Another baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a baddie.
And once again,
yep,
Mike and Laura.
Yep.
This
is an embarrassment.
Happy with this answer.
You two are trouble.
I really love early on in the books. J.K. Rowling had a lot more nuance as far as not the only villains. Like for 2 books in a row, the villains Quirrell and Lockhart were both Ravenclaws instead of Slytherins.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, I think
Quirrell...
that it has a lot. I really believe that there's a lot of crossover between Ravenclaw and Slytherin. So it does not surprise me.
All right. Correct answer, Ravenclaw. Next one. Dumbledore. What house was I in? Why is Harry on camera? Why not me?
Erica says J.K. Rowling hates Ravenclaw. Is that true?
Look, right after that, in book 3, the villain was a Gryffindor in Peter Pettigrew. So, I don't think it's fair to say she hates, and except the Hufflepuffs, which got no representation in the bad guys. And, that's just a shame.
Correct answer was Gryffindor.
Cedric kind of in Cursed Child.
Right. The biggest villain of them all.
Yeah,
you're right.
Next one. Newt Scamander.
Oh, gotta get this one.
Yeah.
Just look at Eric.
Hint, hint.
Let me see. I actually have a Funko of Newt.
He's got 2 seconds to bring it back. Oh, he already got it.
Got it.
Correct answer was Hufflepuff.
Yay.
Does it reveal that in the Funko? Yeah, I guess it kind of does.
Kind of like the yellow.
And final question for this round. Dennis Creevy, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin?
Brother, of course, of Colin Creevy.
And then we will review the results so far. I have a feeling a lot of people probably did pretty well here.
No, am I wrong? Was there no Slytherin answer?
Eric, how could you?
They were all in the dungeons because they refused to fight at the final battle. It's an anomaly.
I'm just saying you might be getting some comments on that, buddy.
Well, I will say, put yourself in my shoes. Think of a Slytherin that not a lot of people know is in Slytherin. You can't, right?
Right, all of them.
Pansy, Draco, Slughorn, Snape. They're all very obviously Slytherin.
Yeah, good point.
Well, Umbridge was a Slytherin, right?
Was she?
I thought she was.
I believe
checks out.
Yeah.
All right, so the correct answer was Gryffindor. And let's look at the rankings so far. Well, a lot of people in first place.
Yeah.
It looks like, a lot of people are tied.
Wow. It's a lot of books, Andrew.
Looks like 22 people correctly answered all 10 questions.
Oh, including Viana, who reread the books to be here.
Oh, good job, Viana.
Is in tied first place.
Nice job.
My God.
Yeah, y'all are
right.
definitely off to a good start, but I think this next round is going to start getting a little harder.
I'm going to be a little nervous if everybody is still in first place after this.
Eric will no longer be invited to create the Quizzitch questions. All right, ready when you are, Laura.
I am ready. All right. Which dragon did Cedric receive in the first task of the Triwizard tournament? The Swedish short snout, the common Welsh green, the Chinese fireball, or the Hungarian horntail?
Micah, that's the appropriate response. Chinese fireball.
Yeah. Well, it's a great moment from the movie with Barty Crouch Sr.
Just awkward.
Are we giving longer times on these subsequent categories?
Oh, that's right. Yep. And see, remember when I jokingly said I would forget to change the timer?
See, it made sense for the first category to be quick, but I think we should give people a little more time on these.
All right, I fixed it.
Thank you.
But not enough time to Google.
And the correct answer is the Swedish short snout.
Now, this second round of questions, the theme is book happenings. So that's like just the in general plot questions here.
40% of participants got that one right, so people might start breaking ahead here.
Mm-hmm. Well done, 40%. What murder did Voldemort commit to create the locket? Was it Tom Riddle Sr., Hepzibah Smith, Merope Gaunt, or a Muggle tramp?
Really enjoying doing this from the couch. I think Eric's been onto something here.
We'll trade, Andrew.
I've got the heating pad. Brooklyn's cuddled up next to me. This is perfect.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to start recording from bed. It's good. We'll just make it a trend.
I think I'm not a trendsetter.
And the correct answer was a Muggle tramp.
That's right. He used the death of Tom Riddle Sr. to create the ring. Mm-hmm. But the locket, by the time that came around to him, he just killed a Muggle. As
Bruce Springsteen once sang, tramps like us, baby, we were born to be murdered to help create a Horcrux.
Jeez.
That's
how that classic goes?
That classic B-side. Yeah.
Born to tramp.
All right. Next question. Which of the following animagi is formally registered? Is it Rita Skeeter, Minerva McGonagall, Sirius Black, or Peter Pettigrew? Which of these four people went through the appropriate channels to become an animagus?
Shouldn't be too difficult to figure this one out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. We've been speaking about one of them a bunch recently on our podcast.
And the correct answer, Minerva McGonagall.
Good for her.
Of course.
I know.
She would.
You know what? I would.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I'm a rule follower.
Well, and as we just discussed, we learned in Order of the Phoenix that if Rita was found out, she would be thrown in Azkaban, which seems extreme.
Yes, I agree.
But to be honest with you, the only one like I would really be cool about going and telling somebody is Sirius Black. Like otherwise, you're like, I'm a rat or I'm a beetle. Like that's not cool.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh wait, sorry, I did it too early.
Oh, Laura's muted?
Laura, we can't. I think you accidentally. Here, I'll unmute you. Oh, it says your mic isn't connected. Maybe check the wiring.
Well, which dragon did Victor Crumb receive in the first task of the Triwizard tournament? So he did Cedric. You can guess who's coming next. But Victor, was it the Swedish short snout, common Welsh green, Chinese fireball, or Hungarian horntail?
And the correct answer was the Chinese fireball.
Ooh. Hopefully, Andrew, you know what we're talking about.
Can't say I do, but let's continue. During the second task of the Triwizard tournament, which two competitors used the Bubblehead charm? Crumb and Harry, Cedric and Harry, Fleur and Cedric, or Crumb and Fleur?
This was so interesting to see how the various champions of the school really use different techniques, or in this case, the same technique to overcome the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because the movie's different, right? It's only Crumb in the movie that uses it.
I think we don't even see how the other person does their thing.
Correct answer was Fleur and Cedric.
Very well. Yeah, I don't remember seeing Fleur once the underwater scene hits.
Because Crumb turns into a shark, or at least his head does, right?
Right. Yeah.
Partial transfiguration. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Next question. What is the first name of Bellatrix and Narcissa's other sibling? Alfred, Andromeda, Arcturus, or Ashley?
Definitely Ashley.
Definitely Ashley. Yeah, Bellatrix and Narcissa are sisters. They have a third sibling.
Who you never hear from.
No, I think, until book 7.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Very rarely.
Yeah, very rarely.
Correct answer was Andromeda. That would be my name if I was a lady. Andromeda.
Oh, that's like a really cool extension of
Andromeda. Yeah.
And
okay.
She's Tonks' mom, right?
Tonks' mom, Andromeda Tonks.
From which Peverell brother is Harry Potter directly descended? Antoc Peverell, Aramis Peverell, Cadmus Peverell, or Ignotus Peverell?
This is a toughie.
Most people know it.
Oh, okay. This is not a toughie.
93%. Yeah, I had a memory of this as well. The correct answer was Ignotus Peverell.
Aramis is in fact a musketeer and not a Peverell.
That we know of.
Oh, yes.
Who is the oldest of the following Weasley children? Percy, Fred, Ron, or Charlie? Oldest of these 4.
Do you know your Weasley birth order, gentlemen?
Order, exact order?
I would probably Bill in here just to mess things up a little bit.
Welcome back, Laura.
Thank you. I'm not sure what that was because the mic was definitely plugged in.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Well, Laura, what was the correct answer to question 18?
The correct answer was Charlie Weasley.
I'm sorry we plowed forward without you.
Oh, no. I'm glad you did. I would have felt terrible if you had waited.
All right. Next one.
Which dragon did Fleur Delacour receive in the first task of the Triwizard tournament? Was it the Swedish short snout, the common Welsh green, the Chinese fireball, or the Hungarian horntail?
There's really only 2 choices left if you've been following along.
Process of elimination.
The other one you should definitely know went to Harry.
Ah, yes, that's true. Which is why that's not.
Which hopefully is not question 20.
No, it's not question 20.
And the correct answer was the common Welsh green. So common.
So common. It's basic.
Yeah, why would you want a dragon like that when it's called the common anything? You know?
All right, next question. Who does Neville Longbottom take with him to the Yule Ball in Goblet of Fire? Was it Luna Lovegood, the Grey Lady, himself, or Ginny?
I would totally go and see. I know that's not right.
Well, I just have visuals of him dancing with himself, right?
Well, now, if in our last chapter we just did, he's actually dancing with Professor Sprout, but that's in Harry's dreams, and it's a whole other story. So,
Nicole wants to know why Luna gets a last name, but Ginny doesn't.
Good
because
catch.
One of them is the correct answer, and if I put any more letters into it, it would be too obvious.
Okay. Well, the correct answer was.
I just fixed it.
Oh, he fixed it. There we go.
I should have. What was that person's name? I should have added. Are you happy? Nicole.
And the correct answer was Ginny Weasley.
Okay.
What were the stats on that, Andrew? How many people got that?
92%.
There you go.
So let's look
Well
at the
done.
rankings. Okay, 4 people have correctly answered every question correct. Chloe, Chantel, Mira, and I missed the 4th place person. It was Stacy. And then a lot of people have guessed another 10 or so have correctly guessed 19 questions correctly.
Wow.
All right, so a couple of people have broken ahead.
Only going to get harder from here. This next round is one. It's my particular favorite, which is why I chose to run it. But it's I call it exclusionary questions. It's basically which of all the questions start the same way. Which of the following is not? So multiple choice, and you're basically ruling out what the answers are for what we are asking.
Okay, here we go.
Question 21. Which of the following is not a line in the Hogwarts school song? Dead flies and bits of fluff bring back what we've forgot. We yearn for education. Just do your best. We'll do the rest.
Ooh, that's tricky.
Yeah.
So, Hogwarts school song. Hogwarts, Hogwarts, Hoggy Warty Hogwarts. We know it well.
I think you know it well.
Well, I had to
don't.
research. I had a research coming up.
Read something, please.
Of course, the answer, we yearn for education. That was an Eric Skull writing. That was not J.K. Rowling. Yeah. But
wow, that was such a good line. I thought that was J.K. Rowling.
Thank you. How many other people got tricked?
Well, 65% correctly guessed that one right.
Oh,
so.
Okay. 65. That's. I feel happy about that.
Okay.
Awesome. Question 22. Which of the blacks have not been scorched off the Black family tapestry? Was that Phineas Black, Andromeda Black, Walburga Black, or Sirius Black?
Many people have been scorched off that tapestry, so
Tons
it's
of
a tough
people.
one.
Yeah.
A lot of people guessing this one wrong.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What are people guessing?
62% guessed A, Phineas Black.
Oh, wow. Phineas Black gave Sirius a hefty sum of gold when he moved out, and that caused him to be removed. Walburga Black is actually Sirius Black's mother, and she's the one who was doing the scorching up until very recently. So she herself is not scorched off the Black family tapestry.
She's got just one big annoying portrait in the house all to herself.
Talk about a legacy. All right, question 23. What Hogwarts teacher did not provide assistance to guard the Sorcerer's Stone? If we go through the protections, remember there was the logic puzzle, there was the chest, there was the winged keys. What else?
Potions.
The mirror, I guess, counts, right?
That gives it away. At least one of the answers. That is, you shouldn't choose.
Correct answer, of course, is Firenze. Despite being a Hogwarts teacher, he was only a Hogwarts teacher starting in the next chapter of the book that we're going to read, or Order of the Phoenix. And he didn't provide a thing. So
thanks a lot, Firenze.
Thanks, Firenze, for nothing. All right.
Most
question
people got that right.
Good. Question 24. Which of the following is not the title of a Gilderoy Lockhart book? How well do you know Gadding with Ghouls?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, it is. Breakfast with a Banshee, Holidays with Hags, or Wanderings with Werewolves?
I wonder if some people wait before answering to see if we're going to drop a hint before the
I think so.
Out.
We'll try every now and then to drop a hint. But Eric, the answer that you added here, very creative, I will say.
Thank you. I'm sure people will hate me for it. The answer to this question was B, Breakfast with a Banshee. The actual Gilderoy Lockhart title is Break with a Banshee.
Oh, little trick question.
That's tough, man.
It might
dang.
honestly, due to the language, the lingual divide, it may even mean the same thing. But in the US and UK editions, it's brecky with a banshee and not breakfast. So sorry to everybody.
48% of players correctly guessed that one right.
That means I screwed up a lot of people.
Good job.
Question 25. Which is not an ingredient in the Polyjuice potion? Is it valerian root, fluxweed, leeches, or lacewing flies? This is a question, Andrew, that they always stump me when we're out at trivia. This always seems to make it somewhere. Like, you remember getting this a couple times, right?
Yeah. And we all huddle close together and can't figure it out. Well, and a lot of the time it's not multiple choice when we go to these trivia nights. So we have to just pull this out of thin air, and it's these trivia nights at bars are way more difficult.
And sometimes they confuse you with like the bit of the person you're trying, because that's an ingredient, but it's like can be anything. So sometimes the answer is hair. Anyway, the correct answer to this question, of course, is A, valerian root. Harry does use valerian root in potioning, but it's much later. I think it's in book 6. It's the one that Draco is making Harry cut his roots for him.
Only 32% of players got that one right. Most people, 57%, guessed leeches.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Believe it or not, they are a part of the potion. All right. Which is not one of the 3 Ds of apparition? Would that be determination, discipline, deliberation, or destination?
I would have guessed Dobby.
Can
we write in?
Okay. Oh, this is hard. Remember your 3 Ds, everybody, for apparition. Mr. Wilkie Twycross would not be happy if he knew that you weren't memorizing them.
Yeah, didn't we have some? Oh, there you go.
Oh, didn't we? It was discipline is not one of the 3 Ds. We have destination in order, deliberation, and determination. Actually, I don't know if that's the order, but destination comes first.
I think we had some questions about the effectiveness of this teaching technique. Because he's literally just like determination, deliberation, destination. Just remember it and turn around and you'll apparate. And then people were, obviously not.
Right. Give us more info.
Charlotte wrote in the chat, I guess it was about the Gilderoy Lockhart one. I remembered Banshee was one, but got tricked. Eric, this is not very Hufflepuff of you. Sorry, guys. Okay, question 27. We're almost done with this round. What wand core does Ollivander not use in his wand-making profession? Ollivander famously only works with 3 wand cores that he prefers, which makes it the perfect multiple choice question. Is that
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Is that dragon heartstring, Vela hair, phoenix feather, or unicorn hair? Which one does he not work with?
I only work with 3 wand cores. I don't mess around with those other wand cores. Those are for losers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Ollivander was on like a Bravo TV show or something.
What? Ever, Laura.
The correct answer was Vela hair. In fact, he finds it to be a little temperamental. He comes across a Vela hair wand during the weighing of the wands in book 4, where Fleur has one of her family members. It's her mother, her grandmother. I think it's her grandmother. Yeah.
Most people know how Ollivander works because 98% got that question correct.
Very nice. Very nice. And there's a long segment on Pottermore about why Ollivander works with the ones he does. Moving on. Question 28. Which is not a shop in Hogsmeade Village? Little bit of a misspelling there. Number A should be Dervish and Bangs. B with a G. B, Madame Puttyfoots. C, Gamble and Japes. Or D, Honeydukes. Which one is not located in Hogsmeade Village? You're okay, Andrew. Well, the correct answer, of course, is Gamble and Japes. This is the joke shop, but it is located in Diagon Alley, not in Hogsmeade. So that
66% guessed that correct. Most 30% guessed Dervish and Bangs. Sorry, Eric.
Okay, next question. Which is not the name of Mrs. Fig's cat? She's got a bunch of them. And if I remember correctly, a whole bunch of photos of them in like a fold-out wallet thing. And she used to torture Harry. Is it Whiskers? Is it Snowy? Is it Tufty? Or is it Mr. Tibbles? Which one is not a cat that Mrs. Fig has owned that we know of?
They all seem like cat names to me.
Some people are saying they clicked Dervish and Bang because they thought the misspelling. Yeah, sorry guys, that was just a honest to goodness typo.
Well, the correct answer is A, Whiskers. She does have cats named Snowy, Tufty, and Mr. Tibbles.
Most people guessed Snowy that time.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's what I would have guessed.
It's listed in the book with the other names, and I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Perfect decoy answer. And final question of round 3, which is not a pet of a Hogwarts student? Do we have Binky, Trevor, Hermes, or Ripper? Which one is not a pet? And there's only one that is not a pet of Hogwarts student.
One of these belongs to a family member of Harry's, though.
That is right, of course.
Aw.
And Snape is a big fan. We just talked about that. So, as far as hints go.
Well, the correct answer was D, Ripper. Ripper, of course, does belong to Aunt Marge. And Binky, for those who are confused, was the bunny that is owned by Lavender Brown, which dies during Harry's 3rd year, and Trelawney may or may not have predicted it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have somebody in first place. One person in first place.
Wow.
This person has correctly answered every question so far, and that person is Stacy. Then we have a couple people tied. Actually, one person in second place, a few people tied for third place, and it goes on from there. We have a race.
All right.
Who will win Quizzitch Live, the Prisoner of Knowledge? Sunday.
In future questions, we will have higher point values, right? So people be able to catch up.
Yes, a couple of questions are worth 200 points, and then the final question is worth 300 points.
So don't feel bad. You can still catch up and right a wrong.
All right.
Yes. But they're about to get more difficult, right, Eric?
That's right.
Here we go.
All right. In which book does Harry lay in a flower bed? Is it Order of the Phoenix, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, or Deathly Hallows? So the theme
this one
here,
shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. The theme here for people, just so they know in advance, is going to be in which book, these next 10 questions.
Yeah. So which book, one specific event, when does it occur? More or less. Susan asked, how many rounds are there? There are 5 rounds of questions, 50 questions total, just like we've been doing in all Quizzitches so far.
The correct answer is Order of the Phoenix. He's trying to get some news on what's going on, listening to Ted Tonks and others on the television.
Ted Tonks tonight at 10. I think this is the chapter arc too, right?
Yes.
Harry laying in the flower bed. Yeah.
I remember when the preview came out of book 5, it was the first, couple of chapters. And he's just laying down in some hydrangeas. That's our hero.
All right. In which book does Harry take a bath? Now, we hope he takes a bath in all of these books, but this is where we actually spend some time with him.
A special bath.
Half-Blood, a special bath with a special appearance.
No.
Half-Blood Prince, Chamber of Secrets, Sorcerer's Stone, or Goblet of Fire.
Now, to confuse people, I switched throughout this round between the book titles and the book numbers. I just wanted to mess with you all a little bit. Sorry.
So that was your choice thing and not a my choice thing.
Yeah, blame me for that if you grow frustrated.
All right. Correct answer is book 4, Goblet of Fire.
It was
bathroom.
It was a really long bath because it was the only one he took in all 7 years, and he really he had some grime. He had
some catching up to do.
Yeah.
Was actually a caption contest image too last week. Check that out over on MuggleCast. People's winning captions.
Of course, all us gay people, we were closeted when this movie came out, and I was very excited to see Dan Radcliffe in the bath.
Oh,
we didn't speak about it, but we thought it.
I felt awkward seeing him in the bath. It felt wrong.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's our friend Dan Radcliffe. Shirtless, right? Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he's in a vulnerable state. He's underage. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so are we. But
who plays Moaning Myrtle is actually older than she looks.
Yeah, right? She was like in her 30s,
upper 30s too.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Awkward.
Julia says he was so pale. Yep. All people in the UK are pale. That's just how it is over there.
Is that how it is over there, Andrew?
It's their complexion, plus they get no sun. Everybody's just white as a ghost. All right.
All right. In which book does Harry not come face to face with his dad? Is it Sorcerer's Stone, Order of the Phoenix, Prisoner of Azkaban, or Deathly Hallows?
This is a 200-point question.
Oh, yeah.
Slightly harder question here, I think.
Somewhat of a trick question, no?
Is it? We'll see how the timer...
Eric can explain.
Yes, Eric will explain.
What did most people guess?
Prisoner of Azkaban. 56%. 38% guessed Order of the Phoenix.
Okay, most people kind of got what I was getting at here. In Sorcerer's Stone, Harry comes face to face with his dad in the Mirror of Erised. He's looking up at him. He's looking down at him. In Order of the Phoenix, he comes face to face with his dad in Snape's worst memory. He's inches from him. He goes, "This guy looks just like me. Oh my God." In Deathly Hallows, we have Into the Forest again, of course. If Goblet of Fire were an answer, the Priori Incantatem wand memory thing as well. James talks to Harry. But in Prisoner of Azkaban, no such James is not.
He thinks he sees his dad.
He thinks he's maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's tricky.
I see.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider that.
I agree with Eric's reasoning here.
Oh no, I agree too. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take this to your local pub trivia guy and say, you got to ask this question.
Yep. The real Harry Potter fans have good questions.
In which book is Sirius Black first mentioned? Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, or Book 4? It's actually...
I was also getting...
Oh, go ahead.
I was also getting tired of typing out these full titles each question. So, book 1. And then for Book 1, Eric had Sorcerer's and Philosopher's Stone spelled out.
I knew that international readers would be joining us this time. So
yeah, fair.
I had to add
Very
that.
good. Yeah. The correct answer is, of course, Book 1. He's mentioned in the very first chapter of the series.
That's right.
His motorbike. Hagrid uses it to deliver baby Harry.
Yeah, of course. And we were all very excited when Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure at Universal Orlando Resort, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade.
I just thought of something now that you said that, Andrew. It shouldn't be Hagrid's. Well, I guess Hagrid's is the Magical Creatures, but shouldn't it be like Hagrid's Magical Creatures, Sirius's Motorbike Adventure?
They were contemplating that, and then they said, "You know what? That title is too long."
Oh my God. JY over on the YouTube says, due to a China translator's misinterpretation, Sirius is known as Young Sirius throughout the entire series.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's fun.
That's really fun.
Save that for future trivia.
Yeah, seriously.
Young Sirius.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. In which book does Harry first encounter a portkey? Is it Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, or Goblet of Fire?
J.K. Rowling is so masterful at introducing these things before we know they're important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the correct answer is Goblet of Fire. Shows up at the beginning and the end of the book.
No, that's right.
Yep. All right.
2 different locations they go to, right? One is Quidditch World. Quidditch. I can't even get Quidditch or Quizzitch right anymore. All right. In which book do we first hear the surname Lovegood? Is it book 5, book 2, book 4, or book 1?
It's a
Lady
passing
Lovegood.
mention, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
and
It's
actually
really
connected with the very last question, actually, that we were talking about. Same chapter in which we are first introduced to the Portkey. We get a mention of the surname Lovegood.
So that means Goblet of Fire. It's the correct answer. Yeah, they're on their way to the Quidditch World Cup with the Diggories, right? And they mentioned that the Lovegoods live over Stoatshead Hill. Is that right?
One of the hills, definitely. I think you're right. I think it's
One of
Stoatshead.
the hills.
One of the hills, yeah. In which book does Florian Fortescue help Harry with his homework? This was kind of cool. Book 1, book 2, book 3, or book 4?
I forgot about this.
Yeah, Florian Fortescue's a really cool dude, and it's a shame that his ending is under mysterious circumstances. But
Yeah, that was sad. I mean, dude's just running an ice cream shop. Come on, give him a break.
Voldemort just wanted his own ice cream.
You will give me the ice cream.
And the correct answer is Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, it's after Harry runs away, and the night bus takes him to the Leaky Cauldron, and he's got some time to spare. So Florian helps him out.
It ends up being like the 2 best weeks of his life up until that point. Anyway, it's just like he's just hanging out, and Florian Fortescue even gives him free ice cream every half an hour. Nice guy.
That's
Nice.
great.
That is great. That sounds like the best place ever to do your homework.
Andrew, I noticed that your Dumbledore and Voldemort impressions kind of sound similar.
Yeah, I'm workshopping them still.
Okay.
I'll work
got
on
you.
them for you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
In which book does Harry first ride in the school carriages? Is it Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Chamber of Secrets, or Order of the Phoenix?
Now, these are the Thestral-pulled carriages. These are not the train carriages. I know there are also carriages on the Hogwarts Express. That's not the question.
Yep.
People in the comments are mentioning that they love butterbeer ice cream, including Susan. Yeah, that's available at Universal. And accidentally brought up Katie's lower third. Yeah, it's good. It's a soft serve butterbeer ice cream. I think they have a hard packed one as well, which I think is better than the soft serve, in my opinion.
And the correct answer is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay,
I got nothing else there, so.
moving on.
In which book does Harry learn the summoning charm? Is it Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, or Goblet of Fire?
Comes in handy.
I'm also looking at the answers here. Like, what? No deal for Half-Blood Prince in any of these?
Well, people know it's early. And if you know the correct answer, you know that it's either that book or the one or like 1 or 2 before it. It can't be after. So I didn't do a lot of Deathly Hallows. I didn't do a lot of Half-Blood Prince because it just makes sense that he would encounter it sooner.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the correct answer is Goblet of Fire.
This is the one instance of Harry really just buckling down and like studying. And Hermione helps him a lot, but he has to learn to summon his broom because this is his whole strategy against the dragon in Task 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
All
right. Final question of this round.
Final question. In which book does Harry get introduced to the Pensieve? Book 3, Book 4, Book 5, or Book 6? It gets used in 3 of these 4 books, I believe. But which one does it show up in first? That should have given you the answer. Correct answer is Goblet of Fire, when he gets to go back and check out the trials of some of the former Death Eaters, including Barty Crouch. Well, when Barty Crouch Jr. gets exposed.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So that is the end of round 4. There's one more round to go, and we now have 2 people in first place. They are Margot and Stacy, tied for first.
Wow.
And we have a couple people tied for second and a few more tied for third. Will some people break ahead this round?
I think so.
Their Harry Potter books. Limit $50 in value. We will see.
Good luck to everyone as we go into this final round.
And the theme of the final round, you guys are going to hate me. So it's anybody's game as far as I know. The theme of the final round is numbers. But
the theme is you're screwed.
Specific numbers, everybody. And this would normally, look, I don't want them to be too hard either. So these, I think they're okay. But it's not. Some people are a little dyslexic. Be careful, because some of these answers pretty confusing, and they are a little bit mishmashy of the correct answer.
And Andrew, I think we need to assign somebody to the very first question, just looking at it in the document.
Give Laura. Laura fell out.
Laura, you missed out. Okay. We will be alternating for this round, and hopefully everybody is enjoying playing, no matter what place you're in. We're enjoying doing these Harry Potter trivia nights, and hope you are enjoying playing them as well. All right, here we go. Good luck.
How old is Nicholas Flamel according to the article Hermione finds in book 1? 555, 687, 666, or 501?
There should be no H in Nicholas Flamel.
Oops.
I don't know who I have to kill for to get that corrected, but that's okay.
Nicolas, right?
Yeah, it's the French spelling, but it's okay.
There, I fixed it.
Nick.
No,
sorry, Eric.
Nicholas.
Flamel. And the correct answer was 666.
Ooh.
I don't know why J.K. Rowling did this, but
yeah, I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I thought that was a joke.
No, if anybody ever wanted to tie Harry Potter to witchcraft and demonology, you got the number of the beast.
Well, the people in the comments are saying 665, though.
It's not, though. If you look at the way it's worded, and I'm happy to pull it up, it says Nicholas Flamel, who last year celebrated his 665th birthday, with his wife, Perenelle, who's 658. So she says he last year celebrated his 665th birthday, which means this year he's 666. Thank you.
The year of the beast.
He's the year of the beast. So J.K. Rowling not only makes Nicholas Flamel the number of the beast old, but hides it in just the way J.K. Rowling does wording.
She probably that was probably fun for her. She probably wrote that and got a little chuckle. Was like,
so sorry again. I said I'd piss people off. I apologize.
Okay, next question. In what year did Nearly-Headless Nick die? Was it 1963, 1812, 1776, or 1492?
Columbus sailed the ocean blue in one of those years.
Yes, he did.
The other is the year of our Lord. All right, wrong podcast, right? Tomorrow, Andrew will talk a millennial.
Correct answer. Yes, is 1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Also the year Nearly-Headless Nick died.
A lot happened in that year.
Yeah, we need to come up with a rhyme for Nearly-Headless Nick's death day.
Why would you make it the same year? That's when Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Maybe she's trying to erase Chris Columbus from history, which a lot of people would be okay with.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm pretty sure that's our East Coast middle school teaching, Andrew, that that wasn't it like a song? Like in 1492, Columbus.
Yep.
Sailed the ocean blue. That's all I remember.
That song, yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
Crazy.
Probably around the same time that all of our school, at least I remember my elementary school, had us do a Thanksgiving like party thing, but and it was so ridiculous. You could either choose to be a pilgrim or a Native American, and you had to dress up as either one of those things and come to school.
Wow.
Little Laura didn't want to be either of those things, so I came as a mermaid.
Hey, yeah.
Look at you rebel.
Mermaids
you were ahead of your time.
We're definitely at Pride Rock. They were just laying on the rock, just kind of witnessing the whole.
We built a Mayflower. Like, we put desks together and we built a Mayflower out of paper mache. And I was like, well, if there's a boat, then there's clearly mermaids. Like, they're going to be in the ocean.
Was this right around the time Little Mermaid was popular as well? Coming back around on that Disney home video release? I
don't remember. It was one of my favorites, though. I had a little flounder stuffed animal, and I brought that with me. Yep.
By the way, J.K. Rowling, or people are pointing out that J.K. Rowling probably made it 1492, so Nearly-Headless Nick could celebrate his 500th death day in 1992 in Chamber of Secrets.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Indeed. Thank you, everybody, for pointing that out.
It was more about the convenient math. Yeah.
She cares zero about Columbus.
Still, it's funny the way that works out.
Of course, our American-centric viewpoint coming through strongly, both in the 1492 and 1776 as answers. So.
Okay, I think it's back. Oh, no, Eric gets the next question.
Yes, the past couple questions have been pretty hard. So here's some simple math. How many sickles is it to a galleon? Is it 17? Is it 16? Is it 29? Or is it the magical 7?
This is tough. I would have no idea.
I remember way back in the early Harry Potter days, CNN.com had created a
calculator,
galleon converter. Currency converter. It was so cool. I was like, wow, that is awesome. So you can convert your Muggle money to wizarding money. And it was very interesting.
Yeah. Well, the correct answer is that there are 17 sickles in a galleon. And
you're really going to hate the next question.
if you hated this question, just wait.
Yeah, Eric said simple math, and people aren't happy about that. This is not simple math.
I have to go into hiding after this.
Yep. Well, I mean, we're already in quarantine, so
True.
How many canutes to a sickle? 34, 17, 29, or 8? I am so sorry.
I forgot to pronounce canutes. I say nuts.
I had to look it up because my mind wants to say nuts.
Say nuts.
Same.
Nuts.
Yep.
Canutes.
I just remember Jamie saying that all the time.
Canutes or
nuts?
It's canutes, you stupid Americans.
And the correct answer was, I'm waiting for it, 29, because I didn't know what the correct answer was.
Yes, for both of these questions on page 75 of Sorcerer's Stone, Hagrid tells Harry what the conversion rate is, and weirdly, I memorized it. Doesn't really come up many other places. It's 17 sickles to a galleon and 29 canutes to a sickle, which means that how many canutes are in a galleon? 17 times 29.
Good God.
Yeah, that's a lot of canutes. It's 493.
So canutes are like their version of our penny, like the useless currency.
Yeah,
that costs more to make than it's actually worth.
Yeah, just get rid of all of them. They're the tiny bronze ones. Hagrid tells Harry when he has to pay the owl in the shack or the hut on the. Anyway.
All right.
This one hopefully is a little bit easier for folks. What time does the Hogwarts Express depart for Hogwarts? Is it 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m., or 11 a.m.?
I have a comment once we reveal the answer. I don't like it.
I like how the hints have disappeared now. There's not as many in this round. People aren't helping anybody out.
Because we don't know the answer.
Well,
I assume it's British Standard Time, whatever it is on September 1st.
the correct answer is D, 11 a.m.
That is
What's your
so
gripe,
late,
Andrew.
That's so late. 11 a.m. Then it's what? Probably an hour or two to get to Hogwarts.
Well,
it's longer than that because they're going from London all the way up to Scotland.
It's always evening.
Well, then that helps my point further because then you get to school late. You've lost the whole day. The train should leave at like 7 a.m.
But they're doing a welcome feast, right? So it's like
they get there in time for dinner.
Yeah, but you want to get in, you want to shower, you want to unpack your things, you want to watch a little Judge Judy on the hotel TV.
Nobody showers at Hogwarts.
Nobody showers.
Oh, right. Just once every 4 years. Yeah. Okay. Next question. The opal necklace first seen by Draco in Borgin and Burkes has killed how many muggles? 35, 19, 13, or 26? Anne says people need time to actually get to the train in the morning. Well, just get up earlier, Anne. Then you'll make it in time.
Yeah, people are traveling. People are traveling from great distances. Maybe their port key didn't work. Maybe the Flu network was crowded.
Commute to work at 11 a.m. every day.
Yeah. Most people got this question wrong. The correct answer was 19.
19 muggles to date have been killed. That's what the sign
42%
says.
guessed 13, maybe because that's an unlucky number.
Seems very J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
To do something like that.
Okay. Question 47. What row in the Hall of Prophecy contained the one on Harry and Voldemort? This at least appears multiple times in the series and not, multiple times in book 5. Is it 42, 113, 83, or 97? What row in the Hall of Prophecy?
M. Gene P27 says, I'm over here just picking magical numbers when I don't know the real answers.
You know what? It's a good guess. Good strategy.
It's called an educated guess.
There's something in Harry's dream. He needs to get to row 97. There's something there.
97. There's the magical number for you.
I wonder if this is a throwback to 1997, the year that Harry Potter first premiered or was published.
I could see that being a little nod.
Also, 9 minus 7 is 2. Harry Potter, 2 words.
Ah, it's a good thing.
2 people on the prophecy. Gosh. Okay, Laura.
Which Quidditch World Cup did Harry attend? The 422nd, the 423rd, the 417th, or the 469th?
Well, if you were listening attentively at the top of this Quizzitch, Fudge says the number.
Ooh.
So we gave you the answer.
Good one. Good one.
Really trying to help people out here.
Faith says, can you play that clip again? No.
No. Then.
Yeah, let's play it now after this.
Dun.
The correct answer was the 422nd. Quizzitch.
Well, though, Eric, I think we need to start upping the number for the Quizzitch World Cup because we're past 422 at this point, right?
I know.
You've done this 3
Eric
or 4
doesn't
times.
want to do that every time, and I don't blame him.
Clip.
Oh, that's fair.
63% got that right, but 28% guessed 423rd.
Because it could be another J.K. Rowling trick, who last year celebrated the 422nd Quidditch World Cup.
Right.
No, 423 is my birthday, as we know.
Yes.
Happy
How was your birthday?
A lot of fun, even in quarantine.
Good.
Nice.
All right, Micah.
All right. What is the final score the first time Harry plays Quidditch? Quidditch.
We need to change the name of this.
Is it 240 to 230, 170 to 60, 170 to 160, or 230 to 30? This, Eric, you outdid yourself with this round.
Yeah. This is maybe our hardest question. We have one question left, but this one might be the hardest.
This one is worth 200 points. There was a majority that got it right, though.
Ooh.
It is 170 to 60.
Wow.
24%, or sorry, 47% got that right. 24% guessed C.
Now, funnily enough, these are all correct Quidditch scores that we are seeing in the book. The 240 to 230 is when Ginny catches the snitch in Book 5, Chapter 25, which we're reading next week. 170 to 160, the one most people guessed, was actually the Quidditch World Cup 422nd score when Crumb catches the snitch. And 230 to 30 is Harry and Cho's first Quidditch match together.
You're evil,
Okay.
Eric, man. This round
Yeah,
should be called.
evil.
This is brutal.
I wanted a challenge. The good thing
This is tough.
the thing that brings me joy is Andrew in the summary for this Quidditch. You told people to brush up on their sortings and their numbers.
I did. I thought you might get mad at me for that, but you didn't.
No,
So-
I love it. I think
Good.
it should have prepped people to like, okay, numbers. What's number?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we currently have 4 people tied for first place. Chloe, Margot, Leslie Sucks, Go Zach. Interesting name. And Stacy.
Go, Zach.
Leslie
And-
Sucks.
And how many points did we make the last question for?
300 points. So those top 4 the people who are currently in first place, those 4 have 4,900 points. Then there's 2 people, Danny and Melissa, tied for second. Well, tied for fifth, actually, because 4 people are ahead.
Do you make
So here's
it time-based to...
No, should we?
I mean,
Uh,
that would
let's
guarantee
keep
a winner.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to change it on people last minute. Yeah, that's not fair.
All right.
People want to see the leaderboard.
You want the leaderboard? Okay, fine. What was wrong with my explanation? Chloe, Margot, Leslie, Stacy, Danny, or sorry, Chloe, Margot, Leslie, Stacy. They're in first place.
What if they're all working together?
Well, there haven't been 4 in first place at the end of each round, so I think they're different people. Okay, let's get to this question. People are
All
on
right,
edge.
let's do it.
Okay,
All right.
final
And
question.
Birthday Boy is going to read it.
Yes. What is Sirius Black's vault number at Gringotts? What's his Gringotts vault number? Is it 687? Is it 711? Is it 713? Or is it 731? Here's the dyslexic trigger thing. Is it 713, 731, 711, or 687?
Fun fact, one of these is also the title of a Beyonce song,
Which one is that?
7-Eleven.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
The correct answer is the Beyonce song, actually. 7-Eleven. And here's the thing about this. So 687 is Harry's vault. 713 is mentioned. It's Albus Dumbledore's vault, where the Sorcerer's Stone was taken from in Book 1. 711, right next to Dumbledore's. So there's 711, 713, assuming it's every other one. 711 is Sirius Black's vault. And this is listed in Book 3 at the very end during the chapter Owl Post Again. Sirius Black reveals that his vault is right next to Dumbledore's. And I don't know if this is because they're both strong wizarding families that go back generations. They got the high security vaults. But this is only listed in the UK edition of Prisoner of Azkaban. Somehow, for some reason, they omitted it. Sirius says, I had an owl, or I had Crookshanks take the owl to the letter office to mail order your firebolt from my own vault, number 711, my own. But
Okay.
I knew this was going to be a international friendly version. So I gave them a question that most commonly occurs, or only really occurs, in the UK version of the book.
And as you can see here,
Wow.
it was a very tough question. People were
Mhm.
split across the board. Only 27% correctly guessed 7-Eleven, 26% for another one, 29% for another one, 18% for another one. However, despite this being a tough question, that did not change the top results. Congratulations. We have 4 first place winners.
Nice.
They are Chloe, Margot, Leslie Sucks Go Zach, Stacy. And we will also award Danny and Melissa a prize as well, since they tied for 5th/2nd. So congratulations.
Do we
thank
know
you everybody
what
for playing.
the 2 questions were that they got wrong? Was it all the same?
I do not know. That is a good question. I don't think
different.
I can easily see that, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Eric, was Vault 731 a real vault, or you just made that up?
I made it up. It was as the inverse to 713.
But you would think there is a Vault 731, no?
Possibly. I think there may be, for some reason, I only get the impression there are like a dozen high security vaults at Gringotts. Like maybe Bellatrix's is another one in the 700s. The 700 series.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The 700 series is like the high quality Dragon's Guard it style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's technically a black too.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
well. Congratulations, everybody, again, and thank you everybody for playing. We hope you've enjoyed.
Yeah, y'all did great.
These
questions were hard.
Please don't hate me.
No.
Yes. Send email to.
No, it's fun. I think this was one of our smoother ones, besides a typo that threw some people off. I think this went very well, and I enjoyed that fast fire first round. I think the first rounds going forward should be fast like that again, because that was a good way to start things off. And yeah, hope everybody has a good weekend, continues to remain safe. Do check out a new episode of MuggleCast this Tuesday. Eric is not on it because he was celebrating his birthday, but we have chapter by chapter and we discuss some feedback and some other stuff. So check out that when it arrives Tuesday or Monday on Patreon.
It was a fun one, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Glad to hear.
And people are asking, when is the next Quizzitch? We don't know yet. We're going to start piecing these out a little further apart from one another, but this is definitely a new feature of MuggleCast going forward because we have a lot of fun putting these together and hosting them, and you guys have a lot of fun playing, and like this technology is so cool to me. So you can look forward to more installments of Quizzitch in the months and years ahead. All right.
Cool.
We'll leave it there. Thanks again,
Thanks,
everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the winners. We'll be in touch. And talk to everybody soon. Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay.